My name is Sue Alderson, and I'm a registered nurse, and I'm the owner of the Fountain of Youth Skin Renewal Center. My favorite treatment is probably Botox. That's what started this business, and that's what's grown the business. And so I do the Botox. We do a lot of Botox here, but we're getting so many new treatments in now that I'm doing too. But I think Botox is our core treatment here. So we have several positions here. They start from, we have a manager who runs all the operations. We currently have 4 front desk people, guest relations, which help out in every aspect of checking the customers in, checking them out. We have, including myself, we now have 4 registered nurses, and then right now we have 2 licensed estheticians. Our training process at Fountain of Youth is, first of all, anyone that we hire doing treatments must have some kind of a license, a certification, but they don't really know what they're doing. So we really start out where they follow another employee around and learn the treatments that way, depending on which treatment they're gonna do. We have a lot of support from our reps from the outside companies, and they come in and provide a lot of training to our reps. After they've obtained a license and they come in with a license, then they will follow around another employee and learn. And also we bring our reps in, which also provide more training. Our laser companies, when we get new equipment, we always get on-site training from their professionals. So pretty comprehensive training before they would do any treatments. We train all employees on the software. So even though they're doing treatments, we want all the employees to know the software. They're always into it. There's so much valuable information in the software that we train every single person. When we hire a new applicant, I think probably one of the most important things is that they're able to multitask. We're a busy business, and so they've got to be able to adapt. They've got to be able to understand that what the day looks like in the morning, it might not look like in the afternoon. So they've got to be very flexible and smart. And we can train the right person if they have that right personality and right mindset. The customer culture at Fountain of Youth is great. We've had 16 years now, and we have very good, loyal customers. You have some customers that stay. We have a lot of customers that have been coming here since we opened, and we've been through marriages and divorces and births, and we've seen them grow their families. They've seen us grow. So we have just a great customer base that really, they're like family to us, and we're like family to them. Fountain of Youth customers are predominantly women. We do have a few males. We typically have catered to the baby boomers over the years, and I think maybe mostly because I relate to them more because of my age, but as time goes by, the millennials are really coming in and getting a lot more treatments done, and our younger team members here can probably relate a lot more to them. But so we've seen a lot of changes over the years. We pride ourselves in them not having to sit and wait for hours after their appointments. It's just a more relaxed atmosphere, and they're more comfortable coming here than maybe a doctor's office type of a setting. Most of the products that we sell here have been around for quite a few years. They're tried and true already. We tend to not get into the too trendy types of new products. Everything here is medical grade products and high quality. We don't bring anything in that you can use or that you can go to a drugstore or even a hair salon. If you can buy it in a hair salon, then we don't carry it here. We carry only medical grade products. Things that are trending right now, I think the biggest thing trending is body sculpting. Body sculpting is a huge, huge thing, and really interesting. Abdomen is the first request, and second request is underarms. And we've had so many women come in over the years and say, what can you do with my bat wings? And we're like, well, really nothing. Well, now we have a new machine that we can get rid of those bat wings. So we're very excited, but body sculpting is a big, big thing. Well, I think the trend is the younger generation is coming in a lot more for Botox and treatments for prevention, and they don't want to fix what their mothers have to fix. They want to prevent it. So that's a big trend. The younger generation are getting more treatments done. Trends we're trying to leave behind are things that require a lot of downtime, that have a lot of pain, that are uncomfortable for the customers. People are, a little more interested in treatments that maybe they take more treatments to get the results, but they just don't have that downtime and they don't have the pain of the old days where you used to be able to look like your face had peeled off for a couple of weeks and you couldn't go out in public. So I think those are good things to leave behind. I think probably the changes in the industry that will change the business the most are probably the younger generation that want more things done. Baby boomers are getting older, and which we've always catered to, but now as time goes by, as they're getting into their golden years, now they're not getting as many things done. So the shift is really gone to younger. For 16 years here now, I've gotten up and driven to Fountain of Youth almost every single day, and but our customers are so wonderful, and I think the customer base is what really keeps us going. It really keeps you coming to work. They're our friends now. We've made such friends with them. I mean, I've been invited to their weddings. I've been, and I think we're successful here. And so being successful, and because of our longevity, everybody knows who we are. And I think that kind of keeps you going too, because we had all those rough times of building a business, and I think we've passed that now. We've built our reputation, and now we're gonna see how far we can go. I've been a nurse for many, many years, worked in the hospital settings. I worked in home care. I was a wound care nurse, and I think I always was intrigued by not working for someone else. And one day I saw in the back of a magazine, "Nurses, do you want to learn to do Botox?" And Botox had just become FDA approved. So I went down to a training called the Aesthetic Skin Institute in Florida, and I took this quick Botox class, and then I just thought I knew everything. And it took me quite a long time, but at that time they they told you that you could set up your own business. Now, we never thought we could set up our own businesses as nurses. Always had to be the doctor-owned, but they told legal ways. And so it did, after I took that training, it probably took me 2 more years to really figure out how to do it. But it was a good choice. Probably the biggest challenge I've had growing my business was when I opened. I was a nurse, and I just thought, well, how hard can this be? And I had no clue about business, no clue how to run a business. And so I made a lot of mistakes, and I did everything myself and thought that I couldn't afford to hire the right people. And so now I would hire forward, hire the direction that you're going. And I think the most important thing is to know your limits and bring in experts. That I have a great manager right now that she is just taking everything away, and she's doing the finances, things like that I was trying to do, but I really wasn't qualified to do. And so that's made a really big difference for me. And so now I can focus now on actually growing the business and my vision of what we think the business should be. When I first opened my business 16 years ago, we did not have a software program at the time. I really wasn't even probably that computer literate. And I remember I just threw away old appointment books that I had in my cupboard. We used the old appointment book. Software has helped us grow our business a lot, especially because of all the reports that are in there and everything. We can run any kind of report we want. We can isolate maybe one service that someone's had done and just go back and reach out and market to them. We keep track of all of our finances. We know exactly what money comes in. We can look at what did we do last year at this time and compare this year at this time. We can go in there and say, how is one particular service comparing to another service, and maybe our numbers are up, but they're down in one service, and so there are lots and lots of reports that you can analyze and keep track day to day on your business. I personally get in a lot into the financials. I'm always in there looking at the financials and comparing dates and seeing how we're doing, things like that. And some of the team members they use it a lot more for marketing, depending on what their job description is. But whether they're a marketing person, they can pull up reports that make their job easier. If they're doing treatments, they can use it for their day-to-day operations. They can look and find out what someone's purchased in the past. They can use it to be, it's very valuable to the whole business. Without the DaySmart software, we would hardly not be able to function. It's interesting. I know that DaySmart Spa knows us very well, because we do use customer support a lot. If we can't figure out how to do something, it's not always like a problem with the software. It's a lot of times, how can we do this? And they figure out a way for us to do it. One of the aspects of DaySmart Spa that we really enjoy and have really improved the business and made it more efficient is the credit card processing. So that's actually taken one more middleman out. Everything is ran through. We used to settle our drawer at night. We'd have too many Visas and not enough MasterCards because the numbers weren't keyed in right. Well, now you can't make the error because everything is controlled. The credit card machine is connected to the software. So when we put that card in and process it, it automatically pops up right exactly what went in there. So it's really eliminated a lot of errors and streamlined our credit card processing a lot. And the credit card processing also has helped us to create a membership program. So with this credit card processing, we're now able to do a membership program. The membership money goes for their treatments. It's not a fee, to be in the membership. It's just, we kind of save their money for them, and the money goes into the computer automatically. We also will just divide payments up equally for patients. They can't come in and necessarily want to spend $6,000, but we're like, hey, can you afford $500 a month? And then we can, because of the new credit card processing that's connected to DaySmart software, it makes it so we can do that. If I was to start over and give myself any advice, I would probably say don't give up. I know that there were many, many times that I didn't think I was going to make it, and you just can't quit, you can't give up. And now we've reached to the other side after 15 years, and now I can call myself a successful business, and I don't have the fears that I used to have about, oh my gosh, are we going to make it? Are we going to be able to pay our bills? It's just, now it's how are we going to grow it and make it better? But it always wasn't like that. So.